Hi everyone, my name is Brian and I'm a 3D print creator. In last episode we were building shelves and I showed you how with adding extra material you can create something which is structural, more strong. It can withstand more power, more force, and it won't break. In this episode we are going to see how strength can fight against you. And especially when printing in ABS, for example, this can be a real problem. Because when you're printing ABS and ABS shrinks, then the material will build up so much force that it can break loose from your print bed, it can give you warped corners and that kind of things. And when designing a part and knowing you are going to print in ABS material, you can do some things in your design to prevent it from warping and from breaking loose. So here I created two parts, a bottom part and a top part, and both do have the same function. This is the piece which is standing on the table, and here I can shove some rods through them, so I can create something which is standing above the table. When printing this, it will be printed like this on the print bed, and then we have some problems with the bottom part, because when the printer is printing it, there will be straight lines going from here to here, and those straight lines are able to when shrinking because of the cooling down, are able to build up a lot of force, and this force can be so much that one of those corners, or in worst case scenario both corners, will break loose from the print bed, and then you have warped edges and warped corners, or even in worst case scenario the whole part will come loose from the print bed. So when designing this part, which can be designed in less than a minute because it's very simple to design, I have here another part which is functionally the same. Because it also can stand on the table, it has a bottom part which can stand on the table, it has the same 3 holes, and those holes are on exact the same spot. So it functions completely the same, but the design is completely different. And I'll show you why. Because when this is printing, then the print will build up force around the edges first, because first the outlines will be printed. And because those outlines are never straight but always in curves, the forces applied to those outlines won't ever be in one direction. And because the forces aren't in one direction, they will not amplify each other. So a real strong force can be built up and it can break loose from the print bed. But now all the forces are in other directions, so there are no forces in the same direction, and there are no possibilities for the part to amplify those forces. And also here you see that I use a lot less material here than, for example, in this part, and still the strength will be bigger in this part, in the top part, than in the bottom part, because the way it is created now will make it, it will give it the possibility to bend a little, and that will prevent it from breaking. So now there are two things happening. At first, when printing this part, there won't be any straight line forces, so the part won't break loose from the print bed, and this is a 150 mm, so 15 centimeter part, and it won't break loose from the print bed. And yet it has more force and it can withstand more impact from the top, because this is the top and this is where the rods will be, so this is where the pressure will be, and this part can withstand more force than the bottom part, because it has the ability to bend a little. So when you are creating a thing like this, you can see that now it's very good to pay more attention in your designing, because this will be a stronger part, it will take you about 4 to 5 minutes more to create it, but the strength will be way better and it won't break loose from the print bed. So this is how you can prevent a homemade thing from breaking loose and from warped edges. So if you liked this episode, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and there will be a new episode every Thursday. Thanks for watching, and until next Thursday. See you then. Bye.